Good morning. This is Pastor Lyn with Good Lyn United Methodist Church. I have in my hand a book entitled By the Way, written by Dr. Paul Devantier. A thought for every day about, being by the way. So this morning we're going to look at a couple of these. Count your blessings. A suburban commuter train was crowded on a hot day. We'd like to have a hot day. Here it is, the beginning of January. It's not so hot outside, but, dream on with me. The seats were all taken and many people were standing. At one station, a disabled man was helped on. Some passengers made room for him to give him a seat, and one passenger muttered, "I've been standing here for an hour waiting for a seat." The invalid looked up at the impatient man and said, "Boy, I wish I could say that." Sometimes we take things in life for granted, don't we? Seemingly major inconveniences take on a different perspective when we listen carefully to those who have suffered significant disability. Sight is taken for granted until it is lost. Hearing is assumed until it begins to go. Why not take some time right now to count your blessings? Then give thanks to God who has blessed you with the greatest blessing of all, that because of Jesus Christ, we can go on forever. And in part of that, we want to look at another one that says generosity and praise. It's funny that when someone else does something well or achieves a goal, we call it luck. But if we reach a goal, we call it talent. There's something terrible in human nature that wants to downgrade other people's work and achievements. At work, we complain about someone being favored by the boss or having it easy. Or we say we could do something just as well or better if we had all the breaks they had. If a volunteer runs a fundraising campaign effectively, other volunteers explain it away by saying she has more time on her hands or special support. If a child performs well in a dance recital, other parents are quick to imagine that the child's parents paid for extra tutoring or browbeat their son or daughter into practice. When it comes to other people's achievements, we seem to have all the answers. In fact, we don't know what struggles they overcome, or perseverance they needed, or skills they used to meet their goal. We know very little about their behind-the-scene effort, and yet we're sure there must be some easy explanation for their success. Could be that maybe they simply count their blessings. Imagine how much better life would be if we complimented one another on our achievements and assumed the best about each other. When we are generous in our thought and praise to other people, we find them returning the same generosity. More important, God has generously given different talents to each person. We can model His love to others by generously acknowledging them. So, I guess I'm telling you this morning to count your blessings and use your talent for the greater good. This is Pastor Lyn. Have a good and godly week.